it's just hard to imagine that it's, you know, 5 years ago, it's like I couldn't get a guy to stop eating a chicken wing to listen to me play.
More on that later. Hey, 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 Anya Hammer here. Welcome to That's What She Said. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I have literally no idea what happened to the month of May. Somehow it's June and I don't really know where I am or how I got here, but I do know it's Friday and I am thrilled about it.
It's the freaking weekend, baby, I'm about to have some fun.
So my friend Amber and I were having this really interesting conversation the other day that I wanted to let you guys in on. Amber is the producer of our radio show, not to mention a total badass. And we got to talking about songs that came out years ago that didn't do well on country radio at the time, but might thrive in today's climate. In other words, songs that may have been released before their time. Let's use Chris Stapleton as our first example. He released What Are You Listening To in 2013 before he really blew up following his CMA performance with Justin Timberlake in 2015. And it didn't go anywhere. If What Are You Listening To was released after that breakthrough moment, would it have thrived? For discussion's sake, I'm leaning towards no, just because as good as it is, it's still not necessarily radio friendly, whatever the heck that means anymore. But what about a song like Running Out of Air by Love and Theft? Listen.
Girl, I wanna run right to you, then I wanna run away. Girl, I gotta hand it to you, you know how to make me pay.
I mean, that could easily be a Thomas Rhett song, right? But hands down, the most prime example of a song hitting the airwaves too soon is Kelly Bannon's Famous.
I'm gonna make you famous, tell 'em all the whole truth. Don't you know what goes around, comes around.
This song still makes it onto every road trip playlist I ever make, but I'll admit, when I heard it for the first time on the radio in 2014, I thought, dang, this song is ballsy. I just wasn't used to hearing that driving beat and hints of pop yet, but on today's radio, it would fit right in. So now I want to hear from you guys. What song did you love when it first came out that you would love to see make a return to country radio? What song do you think was released ahead of its time that might be a massive hit if given a second chance? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm also starting a petition to bring Famous back into the radio rotation, so sign below if you're on board. Word on the street is Kelly has been working on new music though, so be on the lookout for that because this girl is the real deal.
I'm gonna make you famous, tell 'em all about you, they all know what your name is, all over this town.
So on the flip side, let's talk about an artist who seems to have this whole timing thing on his side. Luke Combs has had the biggest year of his life following the release of his debut album, This One's For You. After 3 #1 singles, a slew of award nominations, and a sold-out headlining tour, I got the chance to ask Luke how it all feels. What a year.
Yes,
You have had.
quite the year, yes.
Coming up on 3 #1s. off the
Coming up
debut
on
too.
it, yes, very soon, very soon. So it's exhausting,
Exhausting.
but good. Exhausting, but good.
Good,
Yes,
right? But
yes,
positive.
Yes.
If you could go back to a year ago, would you ever believe that you've had the year that you had?
Oh man, I don't know. Probably not the year that I've had. I would think we would have had a little bit of success, but not the year that we've had.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
A year ago, did you guys set some particular goals and have those goals just been blown out of the water?
I don't think. I mean, obviously, we want to. I think, you know, my goal was to have one #1.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and now to be working on this third one, it's I don't think you could ever set the bar. I think it would be, you know, crazy to set the bar that high.
Yeah.
You know, I think we've exceeded expectations for sure. At least mine.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I don't think you can ever. I don't want to ever plan for like success. You know what I mean? It's like I just try to stay busy and keep working and write good songs and put on a good show, and I think that leads to the success that we've had.
Yeah, absolutely. You said that it's exhausting. Has that been one of the biggest kind of adjustments for you? Is getting used to the schedule and the grind?
Definitely. The schedule and the travel is the craziest part. But yeah, getting used to the whole schedule and just kind of trying to fit everything into one kind of, you know, sane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just trying to stay rested and especially your voice, keep the voice rested is the hardest part. But
for sure, because not only are you singing every night, but then people want to talk to you all
people
the time.
want to talk afterwards. Yeah.
Do you have to be? Do you have someone on your crew that like helps you stay disciplined with that, or do you do it on your own?
I usually just kind of go to the bus and
and
you know what I mean. And sometimes people are like, "Why don't you ever hang out?" And
right.
I'm like,
you have to.
Well, I got 20 people that count on me every day to be out playing shows or doing whatever. So I kind of don't have the luxury of hanging out as much as I'd like to.
Absolutely. So in the past year, how have you noticed that the reaction from fans to you and your music and just you as a person How have you noticed that they've been able to start relating to you more, or how have the meet and greets changed, or what kind of vibe are you getting from the fans at this point?
I mean, now we've got fans that have been to 30, 40 shows.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's so crazy.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And so that's different. You know what I mean? And we'd had some people that had been to 2, 3 shows, but I mean, we did that headlining tour this past year, which was 55 dates, and that was
sold out.
Yeah.
2 nights at the Ryman.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
And so it's just, hard to imagine the support that we have kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not just, I mean, we sold out in Hawaii and,
Yeah.
went to Europe and went to Australia, and it's like, it's just hard to imagine that it's, 5 years ago, it's like I couldn't get a guy to stop eating a chicken wing to listen to me play.
Right.
Songs that are
it's like moms in the crowd,
right.
but
yeah, and it's like it's just crazy because the music hasn't changed at all. It's just been the ability to reach more folks.
Yeah, absolutely, and the team around you, I'm
Yeah,
sure, makes
of
all
course.
the difference
Absolutely
and
it
stuff
does.
too.
Yeah.
Going into summer touring season, and you're out with Jason this summer.
Yeah.
Is there something that you and the band maybe are focused on improving this summer, or focused on either learning from Jason or making sure that you're kind of moving forward in a live show aspect?
I think it's just, you try to learn how to entertain a crowd that's that big. You know what I mean? It's different than playing a club show. Or it's just like there's so many people that are there. It's like, how do you connect with the guy that's all the way in the back?
Yeah.
Like, how do you be that guy? Like, how do you make that guy feel like he's in the front row? And so Jason has a good way of doing that, and so, you just try to watch the show and kind of, for me, the toughest thing has always been like talking points on stage, like how to transition from one song to another kind of seamlessly. What do you say? How do you get into the next song? And so I try to watch that stuff a lot.
Awesome. Okay, last question. Next milestone that you're like dreaming of, working towards?
Next milestone. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I think everyone would love to be nominated for a Grammy. I mean, I don't have to win. I'm not that smug, but
but the
I think being at least recognized would be really cool.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. Well, if I could see into the future.
Let's hope.
Fingers crossed.
Deluxe album of the year.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Anytime.
Appreciate you.
Yes,
Good luck
ma'am.
out there.
Thank you.
Leave your love for Luke in the comment section below and let him know what your favorite song off This One's For You Too is. Personally, I can't take Beautiful Crazy off repeat. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I finally have a weekend at home and I am planning on sitting on that couch and binge watching Netflix all weekend long. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend and I will see you next week for another episode of That's What She Said. Bye!